Today we'll talk about the difference between how much and how many. We use how much to form questions about things you can't count. For example, how much water? How much cat food? How much bread? We use how many to form questions about countable nouns. For example, how many dogs? How many oranges? How many peanuts? One mistake many students make is asking, how many families? Well, you've heard the story of the sea captain who has one family here and one family over there. But for the rest of us, we don't have two families. We have one family. There is an exception, if you excuse my pun. If you have an ex, like an ex-husband or an ex-wife, you may regard that person as one of your families, another family. But usually, we just have one family. So the correct way to ask a question is, how many are there in your family? Now, how do we answer that question? If you're a kid, you might say there are 4. My father, my mother, myself, and one sibling. If you're an adult, you may say, there's myself, my spouse, and 2 children. If you want to practice how many, you may practice this song, Blowing in the Wind, written by Bob Dylan. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Of course, there's a way to change from how much to how many. All you have to do is add a unit of measurement to the uncountable items. For example, a glass of water, a can of cat food, a loaf of bread. Let's give it a try, shall we? How many days are there in a week? How much water is there in the ocean? How many syllables are there in a haiku poem? How much homework do you have? How many cousins do you have? And that's all for today. See you next time.